My name is Malika Samia and I'm from Hawke's Bay and Tauranga, New Zealand.
I'm Emmy Shearer, I'm from Auckland, New Zealand.
Hi, my name's Florence Della and I'm from Auckland, New Zealand.
The first person that handed me a ball was Clifton Bush Jr. He was always my go-to coach growing up with any basketball camp or junior hoops program that I ever joined.
My older brother started playing, I think when he was in primary school, and I just kind of followed everything he did. I like sports, so I just tagged along behind him.
My older brother, I was watching him playing on the sidelines along with Emmy, so probably him.
What was the moment that you realized that you'd be able to do this, come to the United States, become a student athlete?
I came to a realization that within my age group I was quite a strong player, but I didn't realize that I could take that next step further until I was selected to train with the Tall Ferns squad last year in 2021. And although it was just a development stage, it was really good for me and my mindset moving forward.
I'm very tall and athletic and I'm a guard. I can go up against any kind of size, 5 foot to 7 foot. Just keep being determined and showing the coaches how I can go.
I think in high school, Zara Gillings and Tiana Clark, they must have been year 13s when I was year 10, and I played with them, and then after that season they both went off to colleges in America. I think seeing them do that and having played with them and being around them, it kind of just made me realize if I follow the same path, I can do it too. I know I can compete at the same level that they can in a few years, and that I want to do in my future.
I definitely had a lot of help from Basketball New Zealand and Mel Downer in particular. She helped me reach out to UP, and so I think just that initial being in contact with them earlier in the process made it a lot easier for me, so I just didn't have to go through that long, gruesome emailing process out that others do.
I sent out hundreds and hundreds of emails to different schools, and I probably got 6 replies total. The recruiting process is brutal, especially for internationals. I think just not getting discouraged, picking some schools that you think you could play at, some areas that you think you could live in and you would enjoy. You just have to keep pushing and pushing yourself. It's hard, I think, especially for Kiwi kids. You just have to go above and beyond to try to get something. It's meant to be, then it will happen, and if you've done everything you can to try to get that opportunity, then it should come.
What surprised you the most about America?
Training 3 hours a day every week. It's way more intense. It's just mentally tough and physically tough. So
back home you'll have high school trainings and harbour trainings and stuff like that, a couple hours, a couple times a week, but here it's we train 20 hours a week, live and breathe basketball, and your life is kind of revolves around basketball here, and just how technical the game is here. It's just so many different elements, so I think it really took me a long time to understand and kind of learn about all the different areas of the game that I had to start thinking about a bit more.
Outside of basketball, just the food, not having the go-to things I would have back home, and I didn't think it would be that different, but it is, and it's kind of taken a little while to adjust to.
What is the best part for being a student athlete in the United States?
I would just say the team. It's a family environment, and then every week you get to go to battle with the same girls. I think the opportunities that we get to play are just once in a lifetime.
I think our support system here is really great, especially here in Portland. We've got all the support we need with academic, our trainers, physios, having an international advisor as well who knows what it's like for us to come in. That's been really helpful.
What would be the best advice you give to your younger self?
Stop listening to the white noise and just focus on me and where I'm at. It can be really easy to give in to what people are saying around you, but for me, I would just tell myself to just stay on my own pathway and keep working on myself, my own game.
don't let anyone influence you. Make your own decisions and just be yourself.
Just do what you love. Don't ever feel forced into doing something that you don't want to do, and at the end of the day it's going to be a lot harder trying to pursue something that you've been forced into doing than something you have a genuine passion for. And I think that's why with basketball, I played basketball and volleyball until the last minute basically, and I think being able to do both that I loved, it made coming over to the States so much easier because I had a genuine passion for it instead of being 12 years old and deciding that basketball was the end-all be-all. My passion for the game grew, and I still love it to this day.
What do you picture yourself doing after college?
Good question. We've got to see where the body is at after 4 or 5 years. The ultimate goal is to play for the Tall Ferns, so I think at the end of the day I will keep playing and keep pursuing that no matter what I do. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to make that decision early, and whatever will happen will happen.
It depends how these 4 or 5 years are going to turn out like. Especially for Tall Ferns, I would love to play.
Definitely playing pro is one of the goals. I've never really been too sure whereabouts. I've always been interested in going to Europe possibly, and have a plan in place for my career outside of basketball as well.
Rapid fire question, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, game saving block or buzzer beater?
Buzzer beater.
Block.
Game-saving block.
LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
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 In-N-Out burger or Popeye chicken?
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Personally, neither of them.
Be the smartest person or the most charming person?
Smartest.
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 Be fireproof or water resistant?
Fireproof.
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 Courtside seats to an NBA preseason game or nosebleed seat to an NBA final game?
Courtside. Preseason.
Courtside.
Courtside.
What kind of sacrifices you and your family made in order for you to get here?
My parents sacrificed their free time, driving me to trainings, making me a better player. Very thankful for them.
My parents, they've always been there for me and my siblings, especially coming from a small town as well. They would do anything for us to reach our potential, and I'm just really grateful for them for that. Massive shout out to Mount Maunganui College Hoop, all the fam, and definitely Kiwi Hoopers as well.
Shout out to Kiwi Hoopers.
Shout out to Kiwi Hoopers.